then Spokane did the extra for me.
Okay, I know about Spokane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a knocking like the oil in the mouth.
Right, right.
Yeah. Make that shirt.
Sir?
Make that shirt.
Yeah. And I just told him I needed something just like a jingle. He came up with it.
Man.
Damn, Reddy Krueger, that bitch hard as fuck.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning to you. I'm going to skip the announcements for right now because I need to get into this interview because we got a lot to discuss. Today, I got a special guest, Mr. Joe Barz.
What's going on?
How are you, man?
Man, I'm all right.
Man, I appreciate you coming on.
Man, thank you so much, man.
Man. Tell us something about yourself.
Wow. I'm going to say this most foremost, I'm very consistent about my craft, man. Very consistent about my craft. I take it very serious. It's an outlet to me.
So
Love
like,
music.
So it's sort of like gives you new wind.
It do. It do. I'm talking about fresh breath air every time.
There you go. Who started you out? Who influenced you in the beginning?
Oh man, I had a couple influences on my music. I want to say the Godfather MC Rakim.
Okay.
Rakim. I want to say we could take it to the West Coast. We could say NWA.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Down southwise, we'll say UGK and Master P.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I kind of soaked up.
Right.
By being from Alabama,
Yes.
I had to soak up Memphis.
Right.
You know, we kind of soaked up.
See, no one mentions Memphis, but I'm still a novice. I'm going into my second year with the show, so I'm learning that we know about the East Coast, we know about the West Coast. We don't know anything about Memphis, and people are surprised when they notice how many actual rappers came from Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering, it's not any disrespect to anybody, but is it they just don't give Memphis the respect that they do from the east to the west and some from the dirty south.
And that's pretty much like Alabama.
Right.
You know, it's like we got to fight a little bit more harder
Right.
than the average states that do music, that have a better platform than we do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like once we break through that,
Right.
we could be up there with the New York and the Cali and
There you go.
in the Houston. You see what
Right.
I'm saying?
Because when I got started last year, I didn't know anything about the business.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Ralph called and asked me what I do the morning show, it opened a whole new world to me. Now I knew that Birmingham was saturated with artists, talented artists, but I did not know how deep it went. because
Facts.
you have, and then I'm learning the terminology because you have beat masters, beat creators. Is that the proper
Yes,
term?
yes.
You'll be surprised at the beat that was sold, that was created here in Birmingham, that was sold to people, prominent rappers, musicians, and nobody knows that beat came from Birmingham.
Exactly.
And so, with me getting involved, and then I'm a former teacher,
Mhm.
so the majority of my kids, or most of my kids, are rappers. And so I'm learning now that because of all this creativity, there isn't any reason why Birmingham shouldn't be on the top of Atlanta because it has the creativity. And if I remember correctly, I think you have over 5 prominent studios that create, that produce, that engineer music. And so I don't know if it's the pettiness. I don't know if it's a jealous. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is. But I know that if you had that uniformity, if you had that partnership, if you had
That's
that,
it. It's the unity.
yeah,
Cause even though from what I see in the music game in different states, is that even if they didn't like each other, they
all about
still
the money,
you see what I'm saying? They still find a way to network.
right,
You see what I'm saying?
right.
If we could do that in this state, you
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Put like feelings and emotions to the side and let's
Exactly.
just stand on the
And
business.
see, that's what it was. I'm wondering the feelings that you had as a teenager. I mean, yeah, please forgive me. Yeah, I fucked your bitch when we were in high school. Who
And
didn't? Who did have sex with your girl?
exactly. And you can't hold those type of
No.
it's 20 years or 10 years
Thank you.
later. That's leave that where it's at and let's
Thank
you know
you.
what I'm saying?
Because the pie is big
It's real big.
and the money's there.
Yes.
And one thing about entertainment, one thing about the arts, I don't have to love your ass. I'm just all about the money.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm going to be professional enough that I'm going to work with you because I'm going to get paid. But after I get finished, I have to say nothing to you.
That's right.
But I'm going to do what I have to do to make this money, and then I'm good.
That's the name of the game. The game is to be sold, not to be told.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? And that's gonna
Right.
still stand to this day. Shout out Uncle Snoop Dogg too.
Because see, you have a lot of individuals that are not getting the recognition that they rightfully deserve.
Exactly.
So I'm hoping that as I get more educated, as I get more in depth with the music industry, which is,
And you will.
and it tickles me to say that because I would never knew at 62 that I would be involved on the outside. But as I learn, I'm going to try to make it my project or to make it my platform that those individuals who I feel need to be recognized, I'm going to try to recognize them to the best of my ability. And then here in Birmingham, you have a lot of OGs who don't even get recognized.
That's right.
They don't, I'm learning that it's like, I guess, any other business or any other career, you forget who got you started.
And the young generation tend to, not to shame or nothing like that.
No.
It's you got to pay homage.
You got to.
You got to pay homage for those who paid the way.
That's it.
In any aspect, from producing
That's it.
to rapping to promotion. You know what I'm saying? You got people like Miss Cat, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Long live Miss Cat, you know what I'm saying? Who done paved the way for promoters to throw showcases and
Thank
open
you.
mics down here and do it the right way
Correct.
to benefit the promoter and the artist.
And so I'm learning about that too.
Yes, man.
I'm learning that you can, just like any other profession, you have those individuals who want the title, but they don't want the responsibility
Talk to
of the
him.
title.
Talk to him.
Because see, for you to be a promoter, you have to have. You would hope that you have confidence in the individuals that you're promoting, because they're earning money, which incline you're earning money too.
Exactly.
So why would you want to dog them out or leave them out? Because first of all, your reputation is going to be out there.
Yes.
And then I'm finding out here in Birmingham, we may not like each other, but I know you. So the music industry is like a village. Everybody knows everybody. So if you're going to mess up on somebody or mess somebody over, oh, your name already trash.
That's right.
So
if you dedicated to your craft,
Right.
I'm talking about really, really dedicated.
Right.
Like you'll overlook that,
Okay.
which is hard to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you know what the bigger picture is,
That's it.
you know, you focused on, you know, not just only for yourself, for the state.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You overlook that, I feel like it'll fall into your hand. You know what I mean?
So when you started, did you just start on a whim and it was sort of like a hobby, or you just liked it, or it was just part of you?
No. I started rapping because, like I said, it was an outlet for me.
Right. Right.
Like I had like before 13, I lost my parents.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So in school, I was bad as hell. You know what I mean? And I couldn't just physically
Right.
express myself on how I felt. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I had to convert that energy into something else.
Right.
So I used to see partners of mine in school. Shout out my partner Darion Hackworth, man, cause he used to make beats on the table and rap at the same time.
Right.
And I was like, how the hell he do this shit? Like I'm talking about, and if anybody can relate to what I'm talking about right now, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, Joe, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Darion Hackworth, and like I say, he really inspired me to do this rap. So I was
Right.
like, man, I like that. So I just worked on it. You know what I'm saying? And I developed a strong passion for it. You know what I'm saying? I developed a very strong passion. And like I say, I was born in Bronx, New York.
Okay.
So
So you're bringing upstate mixed with the South, or the dirty South. So you basically, your music is somewhat unique because you're bringing a different type of spice or a different type of element because of coming from New York.
you can say that. You can say that.
Now, when I went to state, I got along mostly with the people from upstate, from New York to Detroit, Chicago. And I remember distinctly, Jimmy from the Bronx was my best supporter. Now I was only white living on campus.
Okay.
Jimmy took me under his wing, so everybody that was part of the Bronx or the Queens and all that, I didn't have any problems.
Mm-hmm.
I would come to the cafeteria, and all the upstate folks, the Michigan and all those would be in the corner of the cafeteria, and here this little light token comes in, and he's hollering, "Hey, my white end." I was like, I'm gonna get jumped. I'm gonna get jumped. But Jimmy told me, I said, Jimmy, you need to quit. He said, listen, he said, you my end. I got you.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
So,
We very big on loyalty.
yeah. So with you saying that, I can pretty much understand the flavor and the flavor that you're coming from, because Jimmy was a Bronx. You could tell
South side Bronx too. So
he dressed from New York, but he was in the College of Business, smart as a whip.
mm-hmm.
So on Wednesday, Dr. Percy Vaughn had everybody in the School of Business that had to dress up.
Okay.
Man, Jimmy came out with a 3-piece suit, had his attaché case, couldn't tell him nothing.
And you couldn't.
And then when he came back and went into the dorm and came out, there's Jimmy again, as if nothing. So when you said that, it kind of tipped me, because I remember Jimmy, and I remember the folks from upstate, because there was certain things about them, and I don't know if it's because of the environment, I don't know if it's because of the neighborhood and the individuals that were part of that culture of the Bronx, but it kind of made me think of Jimmy when you said that. So you're adding another type of spice or another type of flavor
Yes.
to Alabama.
Yes. And cooking it all up, making good gumbo right here. Making gumbo right here, Holmes P.
So it came easy for you because from what you went through
Yes.
as a teenager.
And me and I already being influenced with rap.
See,
I'm talking about loved it. This started back with cassette tapes, Holmes P.
no.
I used to steal my brother. Shout out my brother Pee Wee in New York, Bronx, New York, Union City, New Jersey also. I used to steal his tapes, you know what I'm saying? And used to play them till they pop, bro. From Biggie, Wu-Tang, you name it, man. Like, I was
So
I
you
was
were
a
already,
hip hop head, bro.
so you were already baptized.
I was baptized to hip hop, man.
So when you came down here, did it help you create smoother or easier?
It
Did it help?
it helped a lot. It
Okay.
helped a lot. It gave me Alabama gave me a story.
Okay.
It gave me my story
Okay.
to tell. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially South Bessemer, Harry Town. You know what I mean? I'm on the low end of Harry Town, not the good part of it. You know, we crossed the tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it gave me my story.
Here in Birmingham, who did you look up to, or who did you pretty much?
Oh man. First and foremost, I got to say free OG Merc Heist. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the co-founders of Merc Camp.
Okay.
We could say Modesty XO. We could say Way It Up. Chopper Boy, that's consists of Low Key, LB, MD Medicine Doctor, ROA, Red Light District. Man, the list goes on, man.
So from all of the individuals you combined together, mixed with what you were bringing, and so that's what you have now.
Yeah, I had to grow. I growed up on underground music. I love Alabama underground music. I represent that.
Right. Now explain exactly what underground music is, because people get it confused.
The rawest music you'll ever hear in your life
There you
that radio would never, ever get their hands on. Like it's like it's underground music is like finding a diamond in the dirt.
Okay.
And when you find it, it's like, wow, this what I've been missing out on this whole time. Like, and then it opens a door for so many other artists.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because you may get my tape and you may hear somebody else, and it draws your interest. Like, who is that?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what underground music do. It opens up a pipeline.
Right. So the excuse that mainstream, and I'm not disrespecting anybody. I want everybody to understand that, because I'm a novice. So I hope they forgive me for the question. But for those individuals who are part of the mainstream and they have an excuse because they're not doing underground, that's just an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that you understand that it's your business. I understand that you want to make money. But at the same time, do you lose your soul, or do you lose a piece of you when you have to follow the rules and directions of mainstream?
Yes, you will. You'll lose grip. You know, I mean, it's cool if you're a true artist. A hit gonna come natural.
Okay, cool. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when that's my partner Pop right there. That's Merc Camp.
Oh, how old are you, man?
Yeah, that's
Come on.
That's my that's Merc cousin right here.
Come on. How you doing, man?
Come on, bro. Yeah,
How
we
you-
here. But yeah, it will you will want to stay grounded. As bad as a lot of artists shoot for the mainstream, and that's cool.
Right.
But let it come natural.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like, what's a hit to you may be a hit to somebody else. You know what I mean? So I just say let the hit, for as mainstream, let the people decide that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, stay grounded.
Right.
You know, the underground music helps you stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? Keeps you hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like when you first started.
Right.
You know, when you drop your first tape, everybody say that your first tape is not gonna be like the rest of your tapes, because when you first come out, you be hungry.
Right.
That's a lie. Like long as you keep that same being grounded, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, and let a hit come natural.
Right.
You know.
So it's like having an innate ability. You learn from your mistakes and all.
Yes.
Because with you coming from the Bronx, is there a way that they do things? Of course, you're going to have the same foundation. There's certain things that's going to occur, but is there anything different from the way the Bronx do it, from the way Alabama does it? Or it's just the foundation? Music is music.
It's the foundation.
Okay.
It's pretty much the same in every neighborhood. And I feel like even if I never been to California, if I never been to Michigan, by me listening to their sound,
Right.
it's relatable. I could take some things, man. We go through that in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like New Orleans.
Right.
Like I feel like Alabama like accept New Orleans music
Right.
because of what they go through and what they talk about.
Correct.
That's like I would say New Orleans would kind of be like our second cousin or something like that.
Because people forget about New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
They forget New Memphis. They forget New Orleans.
And Memphis.
And then you have.
We was bumping 3-6 Mafia, Prophet Posse, like, bruh, tear the club up thugs. Like we was in there.
Is it? I know it's competitive because it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But is it supposed to be as raw and down, dirty as it's supposed to be, or is that just part of any other profession or any other type of career?
That's with any profession. Football,
Okay.
you gonna get down and dirty.
Right.
Don't even come in here if you don't even know if you're gonna get down and dirty or not.
Because that gives you the spirit.
Yeah.
Because you would rather compete against a competitor that's of your level or someone, lack of a better, so then that way you can get better craft at what you're doing.
Yeah.
You understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, I wouldn't, not to shoot down like features or anything, but I wouldn't want to get on the track with somebody that's, you know what I'm saying?
Right, not of your level, not of your caliber.
But I would though, if I see potential.
There you go.
And it'll bring some out of them and it'll bring some out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's good chemistry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's similar to like, was it steel sharpened steel?
Yeah, iron sharper iron.
Iron sharpened. Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what Pop for, right here.
Right.
Like he keep me on my toes.
Right.
Like I could just drop a song, and it's like can't nobody respond to that shit like Pop, or jig to it like Pop. You know what I mean?
Because you have that connection.
Yeah. So he helped me sharpen my iron. Like he keep me motivated. Like damn, what's the next bar I could say that's gonna make him say ooh? You know what I'm saying?
See, that was the same way I was looking on YouTube for Cheney about losing. Man, the first thing that popped up. The first thing.
That's,
and then when
that's
I start, and then it freaked me out.
That's a
because
blessing.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And there's Joe.
Right now. Right.
And then when you were saying there's something that the verse that's saying that you're gonna make hell hate.
Yeah, OG, they tell me pack it up. I was gonna come home and make hell hate. I was locked
I can
up.
remember.
I wrote that I wrote that verse when I was in Jefferson County.
So it's just like any other music. You take whatever the experience that you've gone through.
Got to. I would have 1 million songs if I was a liar. I would have.
Oh, wow.
For real.
That's serious. I like that. Because you've never experienced it, so you have this fantasy. And so that's where but then when you actually experience it.
See, we from Bessemer, man. We can't exaggerate.
Right.
You know, it ain't no Bentleys. I mean, you may see some come through the city crawling, but it ain't that's not what's going on.
Correct.
So I would feel fucked up, excuse my language, but the rap something that I know these people ain't saying this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, bro? We see some things down there. Not, this go for any hood, Engle, Center Point. This go for, you know what I'm saying, Wild, any hood. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking nobody at neighborhood or nothing like that. But I'm saying where we at?
Right.
Shh, we hands on. Especially where you see me go live at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go down right there, Holmes P. It go down right there.
But you brought up a point too, because just like you have the Queen, the flag at the front, we don't have boroughs here in Alabama, but you have Bessemer, you have Birmingham.
Yeah, we got sides.
You have sides and all. So where you're located, where you call home, that's going to add something different than somebody coming from Birmingham.
But I speak for all that.
Correct.
I speak for Bessemer, Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? We can take this shit to Opelika.
There you go.
I speak for Opelika. I speak for Huntsville. I speak for Tuscaloosa.
Right.
You
'Cause
see what
it's
I'm saying?
Alabama.
Because it's Alabama.
There you go.
It's a collective. We gotta have our own sound. Once these outskirts states can identify our sound,
There you go.
and you know what I'm saying, it's raw, it's gutter, and you really can't pinpoint no style down here in
Right.
Alabama because you got people like Seven Rich, you got people like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's so many, Cash Royale. You got people like Killer, Glizerati LaFleur. You got people like SGK Goulin, man, Irvin Harvey, Easy Shot It. You know what I'm saying? It's so many styles down here, man.
Right.
You can't pinpoint it.
So-
Corey Savage. We could talk about King Tall T. Man, the list goes on, bro. Like I could call so many, even down to the producers, G South, Reddy Kruger. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
So they can't box you in.
No, they can't box Alabama in. And they want to do it so bad. They want to do it so bad. You know what I'm saying? It's almost making me feel like they kind of biting from us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On the low, but that's
Right.
I'ma just that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, man, you can't box Alabama in, bro, cause we
different.
yeah, we versatile down here, man. We so versatile. We gonna give it to you raw. However it come out, that's what it is.
See, that's what I was trying to explain to somebody. You cannot compare Birmingham.
Oh, shout out Hen Dog too, man. Shout out Hen Dog.
Shout out Gunzo, man. We
Yeah.
see you.
You can't
Merc Camp forever.
compare Birmingham
Mhm.
to Mobile, to Montgomery,
Oh,
to Selma, to Hunt. And they say, why?
but it's
I
vice
said-
versa though.
Because Birmingham is a northern city
Mhm.
because of the steel mill. You have all those international individuals coming that added stuff to it. So if you can get along with anybody from Birmingham, you can pretty much get along with anybody from anybody else.
That's right.
They say, we don't understand. I say, let me put it to you this way. If you go to New York, people, you're going to say they stand off. They don't know you. I said, better yet, I tell you, when I was at State, the people from New Jersey, I had hell with. But the people from New Jersey reminded me of the Cajuns because we're very reluctant in befriending anybody. Because first of all, we don't know who you are.
Mhm.
We don't know who you know.
Mhm.
But once we know that you're cool, once we know that, okay, you're all
Yeah,
right.
you gotta run that resume.
You got. So when it comes to Birmingham, including Bessemer, including everything, we're watching you
Mm-hmm.
and we're
Close.
observing.
Close.
So if you come in the correct and proper way, oh, you cool.
Yeah.
But don't put us in Montgomery. Don't put us in Selma.
Mm-mm.
Don't put us in Mobile. I don't give a happy God about Huntsville growing. Don't even care.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it comes to the creativity, when it comes to the mixture, when it comes to the talent,
Mm-hmm.
you can't compare.
Mm-mm.
You can't compare because you have all these other flavors
Mhm.
or spices that nobody else has had.
That's right.
And so that's one thing that I'm hoping and I'm claiming that eventually that I can get individuals to understand, listen, the pie is huge. The money is there, just like we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in the arts and all, I don't have to like you.
That's
I
right.
just want the money.
That's right.
Now, if what we put together can make money and be profitable,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
But understand, I ain't going to socialize with you.
Mhm.
Now, if I have to promote, hey, I put on a front of a heartbeat
Mhm.
because I want my money.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, go yo.
And I go mine.
But if you got another project,
Let's come on back to the round table.
Yeah.
Let's come on back to this round table, man,
Why
and
not?
chop up these M's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Birmingham is unique.
Very
A
unique.
lot of you quit. Then you had the civil rights.
History. It's so much history. That's why I was telling you it's deeper than rap,
I mean,
man. It's about history at this point.
Exactly. And the two camps that you had during Reverend Shuttlesworth's day, you still have those two camps. I call them the bush. I call them the bushies, and I call them the fighters. So, with all of that mixture, you can't help but be different.
That's right.
Can't help but be. With me coming on and being able and being blessed to listen. I didn't even know what underground was, but the songs or the raps or whatever I've heard, as old as I am,
Mm-hmm.
it reminds me of when I was in my 20s because it affected me. It affected me to the point
I'm
of
glad
where
it affected you.
I catch myself moving. I was like, "You too old to be moving," but the flavor and the spice is there. The craft is there. The message is there. And so when you combine all that together, it want all this petty bullshit put aside.
It make you want to overcome something.
Right. Because it's all about the money. If you want to be, I want to get by. I want to do, but if you want to be bigger, you can be bigger. I like where I am. I'm going to make the money. If you see something that I can do to help you and you want to be bigger, I don't care.
And they go vice versa.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, with everything that you've been through, and with the partners, I guess that's the proper term, correct? With individuals that you have added to your circle, that gives you more of an enforcement or strength.
It
More
does.
creativity,
It
correct?
does. It does. It keep your juices rolling, man.
Right.
You feel me? Keep that fire going. That's it. And on top of the fire that's already in me,
Right.
sky's the limit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I be talking to Pop about this all the time, man. I was like, if we just had the luxury of our own studio,
Right.
like to be in there like I'm talking about eat, sleep, shit in there.
There you go.
Oh man, bro, we'll be pushing out some.
You probably wouldn't sleep.
I wouldn't sleep because I don't go to sleep
At all.
I probably get like 2-3 hours of sleep. That's why I'm here this morning.
Because you trained your body, or your body trains you, because you can live off of 3 hours.
Yeah, because I really want something.
Because you always have the flow in your head,
Mm-hmm.
and you always have to get it down on paper.
See what the been about certified BCO stepper. We flashing and flipping out. Pull up and wrist on me, turn to a strip club. How the stick come with them titties out. Know that you heard of Joe Barz. My name been ringing like class dismissal. Not your average nigga to work in the trap officially. My bag the triple. Nigga be beefing with no names. Switching on their partner for bitches. Hey, we get the guap like dead. They leave them little hoes in their feelings.
Ooh.
My partners out the gutter side, motherfucker the other side. Pull up, hop out. You niggas gon' duck and hide on gang. You niggas sweet like duck and hide. Fuck with my spraying shit up like Bond. Number 9 is up there, stuck there. My nigga pull up, give a fuck well. 40 Glock hoes in this Montclair. Cut those shit, ain't no love here.
Brittany, he did it. Brittany.
Oh, shout out Brittany Price, man. She be waiting on that freestyle, bro. She be waiting on it. Acapella too. But everybody, people, if you know me, know me, bro, went to school with me and anything like that, bro, they know I'm on go mode with that rap.
Right.
Like Pop.
It's natural.
Mm-hmm.
It's like breathing.
Yeah, it is. I put the beat on like an outfit, Holmes P.
Yeah. Did.
You have a concert or a show coming up.
August 27th, man. They shout out Randy Scott. Like I say, shout out LB, Way It Up Entertainment. They bringing 504 Fiend down here, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Womp himself. You feel me?
Right.
He done been down here a couple times, man. We done rocked out with him, brought him down to the block and everything. He a real down to earth cat. And I like that. I like that about artists. It's like I say, it be deeper than music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who are you as a person?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Behind 16 bars, because you can write anything. You know what I'm saying? But who are you?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I may need to, like, when the mic cut off and all the light, hey, bro, I may need a bar about 5-10. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, be real.
True.
A lot of rappers don't be real.
At all.
Because I watch interviews and people say, well, give us a few bars. And they're like,
You're not a rapper. You're
like,
not an artist.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Why are we here?
You're here to promote. You're here to promote yourself. Now you have to have known somewhere deep in your soul they're gonna say, "Prove yourself." You should already been prepared, and you act like, "Oh shit, I've been put on the spot."
What I was telling you about them 5 P's.
Yeah.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
There you go.
Shout out G-Side. We were raised off that. Real talk.
And I never heard that until the boy said that before. I never heard of that. The 5 P.
You know what I'm about to say. See, there were 18. There were 9 uncles, 9 aunts.
I'm listening.
18 of them. 18 taught the 6. There were 6 cousins. So they had what I thought was stupid quotation. 5 P's were one of them because they came from the military. They were always prepared. And we're like, man. And there was always that. Charles was all the one getting us in trouble. So we always had to go to the count, which was the uncle. Had to go to the back room. I was like, man, all of them are here today. There's not everybody's here, and you want to mess up? He said, you know what the five? Yes, sir. And we had to call them out. You had to call them out. Now, what does that mean? I was like, I'm the hardest one in the bunch, man. Why are you fucking with me? So I understand. And then they were saying that explain not, friends don't expect it, enemies won't believe it. And I was like, I am so tired of these quotations. But as I got up older,
run that one back.
Explain not, friends don't expect it, enemies won't believe it. I kept on, and then something happened. I was like, man, those who know you, know you. You don't have to explain nothing to them. They know you. Those who don't know you or hate on you, you can tell them anything in the world. And you can even be blatantly truthful. They don't care. They won't believe you. So why waste your energy on those individuals that don't know you, that hate you? I have no time for you.
No time.
No time. I was taught to always say good morning and good afternoon or whatever. I used to tell my grandmother, if I don't like you, why am I wasting my time on you?
Exactly.
Now, of course, I got in trouble. But my main point was, and she got really upset. I said, Mama, if I say good morning to you and I don't like you and I die, I said my last wording to somebody I can't stand. She said, Lewis, I said, I'm being honest.
And ain't nothing wrong with being honest.
So I've got to the point now, so that way, if you know me, you know me. I'm too old to explain shit to you, so I'm not going to explain. I've got to the point now to where if I don't want to answer a question, I'm not going to answer a question. Because if you're not relevant, if you're not significant, and if you're not bringing anything positive to me,
And positive, oh man, we so big on positive energy.
Because that's where all the creativity comes from.
That's
you have
why
to have that
high vibrations,
Yes,
man. I'm talking about through the roof.
Yes, sir.
Everything else, if you hating, jealousy, envy, whatever, all it, I ain't gonna be able to feel it.
There you go.
That's how high I want the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like even for the music culture, like music scene down here, we just need high vibrations, bro.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about promoting one another.
There you go.
I ain't talking about like when somebody drop, we behind they project.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like we really get behind it. We run ads. We do whatever we got to do to help each other get to where we need to be because we all in the same boat.
That's right.
We ain't no better than, the next. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the outskirts got their time from, Atlanta, like we go back to Cal, but us.
Right.
But Alabama. And we, you know what I'm saying, and it's like time going by, right. You know what I'm saying? Like we can, the young cats is doing their thing. Correct. You know what I'm saying? TSL, Fetty, Cinco, Yavo, you know what I'm saying? Richard So Icy. These young cats is doing their thing, but like the ones that's, like we got to work together.
Correct.
We got to set the tone.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, are there any OG? Because I'm learning that you had certain individuals that actually serve as the foundation for Birmingham when it came to the route. Are there any individuals that you think that should be more acknowledged for? And I hope we don't mean in disrespect to anybody. I understand that. I just want to get the history of how everything started when it came to Birmingham because it just didn't all of a sudden pop up. It has always been there.
Man, you got to take your hats off when you speak on names like Dirty Boys. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little deeper though.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For certain OGs that's before me, they make them call out some cats. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I be hearing about Terry T. You know what I'm saying? I be hearing about like different underground cats before me. So that's why I always say Chopper Boys, Merc Camp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before Merc Camp, it was Marauders. You know what I'm saying? So ROA. So when I speak these names, I know people be like, yeah, like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Red Light District, Rich Boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Modesty XO. A lot of people don't speak on Modesty XO, but that boy really turned some keys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Birmingham J.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to they movement they got going on the bicycle. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, Miss Joy, I'm a baller.
Right.
Deadly Combination. View Mob, Psyched Out Posse. See, now it's coming to me. You know what I'm saying? Man, I was a part of this shit, man.
And see,
I was there.
The richness.
I was there, bro. I'm talking about real movement, real live movement down here, bro. For real, for real.
These my hopes that eventually that a studio.
Southside Records.
There you go.
Oh man, I'm tripping. I'm tripping right here. Southside Records, man.
That you can have one headquarters where if you have different studios and every group can come to one, know that there's a headquarters.
I would love that.
That this is your place. You have total access. Have independent entrance, independent exit. Y'all come together, put your pool together to make sure that it's run, make sure that it's state-of-the-art equipment, making sure that similar to the studio in Muscle Show.
Shout out Muscle Show.
Because people don't seem to understand. It looks like a hole in the wall. You don't know the history of that studio in Muscle Show. It had the top performers coming to Muscle Show.
See, so you put me up on history.
That's my main goal. That if you want to do it, we got your back. Just don't bring no foolishness. Come straight. We're only here to promote you, to help you. Now, don't fuck over me. We're going to be all right.
That's right.
But I would just like to have one nucleus. So then that way everybody would have their share and would have their place. And that if you want to put a cot so that way you can sleep and you can get up. But that's my main goal. And
that's going to happen for you, Holmes B.
Because I think that when you have individuals that are hungry, when you have individuals that actually give something back.
And that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Giving back to the hood.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Wherever you come from. I'm talking about making it better, though.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And have a library. I can see a library where you have all of your...
Educate yourself.
Right.
Most definitely. Got to read, bro. You got to read.
So that way, you walking on shoulders. People have been here before you that have laid the foundation for you.
That's right.
You have to acknowledge and give them proper respect.
And make them proud.
Exactly.
Because they put their blood, sweat, and tears down, too. You know what I'm saying?
Because people don't seem to understand. Yes, there's individuals at this point, but you don't know what the individual went through to get to that point.
Hell and hot water.
It doesn't start overnight.
It don't. That's why I said it took some time.
See, this individual already had 15 years under their belt. It's time for him to get what he deserves, or she can get what she deserves.
Exactly.
So if I could have that one building, that nucleus with an understanding, and it's a man's handshake, no contract. We shake on it. These are the requirements. These are the qualifications. You do it, you do it. And if you don't want to do it no more, cool. We're good. And that's because we are saturated with creativity. And I think that if there was an avenue or a platform or whatever to get these in there, and I'm blessed to have Smash
It will break down barriers.
I'm blessed to be a part of Smash Bros.
And I'm blessed to be here.
So
this platform, I mean, we needed this. Even Ralph know that. You know what I'm saying? The inner artists in the city know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out Plain Main too. I got to shout out my people, boy, while I think about them. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like this Smash Bros, bro, this is the best thing that happened for Birmingham, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't see that you have, of course, I'm prejudiced, but you have a jewel here It's the only digital radio station in Jefferson County, Birmingham. You can. We're on YouTube. You don't know who's listening.
That's right.
If you download our app, we got you.
And go download this app, cause Holmes P got you.
So with us being digital, you can hear us anywhere. I have kids that are over in Germany that serves in the Air Force. They're
Big
listening.
Big Germany.
Big Germany. You got people down in Brazil. Wherever you got a Facebook page.
I will rock some shows out there too, man. I will go over there and cut up.
So, and then you have this, you have to take advantage of what you have.
Exactly.
If Ralph is giving up his time, his energy, his space, and he wants to promote you, he wants to help you, why would you do it? Why would you do it?
That's right, man. And Ralph, man, got a big heart, man. Oh, man. Heart bigger than his body. Shout out to Ralph and all them damn Nikes he got.
You see all that?
Real talk, man. That's my dog, man. He's blessed, man. He's been talented, man. I remember recording in the outhouse with him. You know what I'm saying? Him and Low Key. You know what I'm saying? Sending my little partner Kid spit through there. You know what I'm saying? CJ Dollars.
Right.
Like, man, boy, it's
and his brother OT. I have one of OT's out on the verses of songs, and once I learned how to play the background, but OT gave me permission.
Okay.
So he let me. He's loaning me this background music. So once I learn how to, I'm going to play it. But when you are blessed, and it's innate, you need to utilize it. And you need to remember where you came from. You need to share.
That's right. That's right.
But I guess that, I don't know if that's with every artist, but I guess it is with every.
Not every artist gonna do that.
Right.
Some people be selfish. They in it for themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah. This we bringing something different. This is a collective thing. You included. Pop included. You know what I'm saying? If you really down for this,
right.
You know what I'm saying? If you really want to see this expand, and yeah, we rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't rocking with it, it's cool. Ain't nobody forcing you to do nothing you don't want to do, man. You feel me? But over here, we stand for something.
Right.
We pushing forward. We looking forward to the future with this. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, man? Music can open doors for movies.
See? Who
knows? Music can open up more doors for clothing lines. You know what I'm saying? Brittany Price got water.
See?
Look what music did for her. You know what I'm saying?
And that's some good ass water.
The best water you can drink. 1187, go get it. Go get it. That's what we here for, man. We gonna promote each other, man. We gonna push each other, man.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I understand the assignment.
See, and that's it.
You finna jump out your chair?
I sure was. Because see, the teacher got in me.
Hey, y'all should have seen how Holmes people finna jump out this chair. But for real, man, somebody got to understand the assignment, man. And like I say, it ain't just about me. I want to see everybody that been doing it years or better, man. You know what I'm saying? Really get what they deserve out this music shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't be a Bentley, the big ass chains, long as you get what you want out the music, you know what I'm saying? May not be meant for us to have that type of stuff, but if it is, let us get that and let's, you know what I'm saying, get more of it and, you know, turn it into, you know, some assets and, you know.
I just had a vision of having at least 7. I don't know, but I could actually see 7 individuals coming together to do a show. You start the foundation of creating the building. First of all, you got to buy them because, or if you can find a building that's already on property that you can build from the inside. I'll have investors come in, tell the go, tell the dream. I don't know the business. I don't know how to do business. All I can see is having a concert, an annual concert.
Annual.
And that all the proceeds go towards this one goal of creating this new building of creativity. I don't know why I keep on focused on the Social Security building downtown behind Pacific. Because you already have the building. You You already have the space. You already have the parking spaces.
Mhm.
So I can see at the top 3 floors containing all these studios that we have a private elevator that goes up, and each one has a certain code that you can go. And you have your own studio because the building is big enough that you can at least put 4 studios
Mhm.
with the studio in the middle and the office. It's sort of like a dorm room, when you have 4 individuals living and you have one central location where you have the kitchen and the living room.
Yes, sir.
I can see that where you have the 4 studios, and in the center you have the studio itself, and everybody has access, or you can divide it up to where each one has its own studio, and then you can come and go as you want.
Mm-hmm.
But
you got to have that code.
You got to have the code, and the code is not to be given out to. Please forgive me. You can't give it out to your homies.
None of that.
You can't give it out to the.
None of that.
You can't, because it's all about making money. It's all about everyone being as successful as they want. Now, if you don't want,
but you got to want
but
that.
You got to want to. So, if you want to stay in the studio, cool. As long as you're doing your part. If you just want to come once a week, that's cool. It's up to you. It's your creativity. But I can see that.
And that would really separate who wanted and who
exactly.
don't. Who will fall to the wayside.
Right.
And who would.
And
right.
then that way you could have the promoters there.
Mm-hmm.
You can have.
Oh man! Shout out J.R. Harper, man.
What is it you have? You have the beat, you have the engineers, you have the producers.
Yep.
Now, you can be one of the 3, or you can be all 3. Correct?
That's right.
So you can have all those individuals in one location, doing the promoting, doing the business side of it, as well. At least having 2 attorneys with understanding that we may not need you every day. But we're going to keep you around so that way you know how to tighten up on certain things. So they have their space too.
That's right.
With an understanding that we're giving you this space with an understanding that you're not going to charge us what you do a regular client. Because we're giving you a location. We're giving you the proper materials and equipment to do your job. So I can see an annual event coming up where if the 7 want to do it each year, that's cool. If you want to expand and add other individuals, as long as you understand what this time it is.
That's right.
Now we're going to give you something because we appreciate you coming in, but with the understanding that it's somewhat you're donating your time and your energy, but we're providing everything for you, and we're going to give you an appreciation gift.
True.
Now everybody's going to be straight across. If you are better off than somebody else, you're still going to get the same donation
That's
or
right.
the same welcome. We appreciation gift. But I can see that.
That can really happen.
But
that's well needed.
And then that way you could find out exactly who knows the assignment, who accepts the assignment, understands exactly what their responsibility is, because you're working towards this goal. Exactly. It's not going to happen overnight, and everybody has to understand that it's not going to happen overnight. Now we have a time period that we want, with an understanding we might come to it, we might not, but we're still going to achieve. This is what we need to create what we want. Because when I understand when it comes to the state of art equipment, you're going to pay money.
That's right.
But in the end, if you have the state of art, you're going to produce quality work. And if you're putting in the time and the sweat and the tears, and you're doing your due diligence, the studio is going to support itself in at least conservatively 10 years, because you have all the interest and you created a product. So you got the East Coast looking at you. You got the West Coast looking at you. You have Atlanta looking at you, and Memphis and New Orleans. That, wow, look at what Birmingham's done. Yeah. See, we tired of being your stepchild, because
exactly.
we never were the stepchild.
We always been the daddy. We was the dad. You can't tell me we ain't the dad. Yeah. So I understand you fully, man. Holmes P.
See, that's
And I feel like that vision I feel like your vision, just me iterating, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So don't stop dreaming.
right.
Don't stop having that vision, because look where you at now
Right.
with this vision.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I didn't even have this vision.
So that's why I say some things open up more doors. Certain things open up more doors, man. You know
Because,
what I
see,
mean?
I know where I came from.
Exactly.
I started with Roger Chain with his podcast.
Okay.
And then I came with Jonathan Crumb. He had the Outlandish Crew. That's where I met Ralph.
Okay.
And then I was doing Listen to Oz.
Shout out Jonathan, man.
Oh, John. Missed TAT. So I had my own podcast that Roger was producing for me. Listen to Oz. That's how I met Ralph through Jonathan's podcast. I asked him, "Do you have an opening?" That's when he was over in Fairfield. He said, "No, not right now." I said, "Well, just keep me in mind." And then last year, around the end of January, about the 30th, called me out of the blue and asked me, "Was I ready to come out of retirement?" I said, "No."
Was you ready?
No. But it hit me that if he has enough of faith to call you out of the blue, just accept it. Accept the assignment.
Like, I had my difficulties. What I said I'm coming.
That's it.
I'm coming. And Pop gave me a long talk last night before we came here. He was like, "Man, dog, you need to stop doing that shit, man." He was like, "Man, quit putting that shit to the side, man."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, that shit be for you.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and when I went home, I was like, "Man, bro, I'm gonna do whatever." You feel me?
That's it.
Yeah, I got here. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And I feel good about it. It's an achievement. It's like, you know, and we needed this interview.
Good.
So that's why I was telling you, home, like, we needed this, bro. Like, I'm speaking for so many people right here.
But see, like I tell everybody, platform's open to y'all. I don't know if you need help unless you just say, "Can you make time for me?"
I
I'll
reached
put you
out.
in.
I reached out,
That's
man.
it.
I reached out to him. I reached out on faith, because I ain't know what type of person you was, home.
Right,
I thought
right.
you know what I'm saying, was a little Hollywood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when I sent the text, man, you responded ASAP, man.
Right.
And not only that, I was telling Pop that man, this dude comment on every song, bro, on YouTube. Like, he really is a fan of the music. Like, he really a fan of
I
Murphy
didn't even
County
know
music.
I like music.
Hard.
And I don't know if he comment on any other artist, but man, he's a real Joe Barz fan, man, for real.
I grew up in the 70s and 80s. That's the only rappers I knew. LL Cool J, NAA. I knew those. That's all I knew. Now, when I taught school, I couldn't deal with that rap, but I had to compromise.
That's right.
So my kids, I told them, listen, because I played classical music.
Okay.
I played Anita Baker, Angela Bofield, and some others. So I would compromise. I said, listen, let me play this for you.
Okay.
And then I play yours.
Okay.
But with the understanding that I still control it. So
That's
if
right.
I can't handle it,
That's right.
but I'm going to give you a chance.
That's right.
So they they introduced me to something different than what I was raised with. And then when I came with Smash Bros, it introduced me to something else. Just like I found you by accident, when I was looking for something else. And that's how it started. It was totally by accident. And then when I listened to this one, and like I was saying, there's a quotation that you're going to make hell hate. I was like, man, I could understand that because I was a mischievous child. So I understood that because I was a hellion.
Thank you, man.
I was the older members saying, yeah.
So you feel me.
So you
feel me, Holmes P.
And then when you were saying that we were never the stepchild, but the daddy, that produced another shirt in my head that I've never been the stepchild. I've always been the daddy.
Man, we making merch, man. That's what this that what the building gonna be for. We gonna pop these ideas out.
It.
You know what I mean? And stand on the business, man.
And you know, that could be the name of the building. I ain't never been the stepchild. I've always been the daddy.
Alright. Never been a daddy builder. Y'all better pop up.
That's it. That's it. So again, you have your show coming up on the 27th.
Yes, man.
That's
At Club Plush in Bessemer, Alabama. For those, you know what I'm saying, all roads gonna lead there August 27th. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Big Randy Scott. Shout out ALB. You know what I'm saying? OZZz of Bessemer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stand up. Stand up low key. You know what I'm talking about? OG Merc Heist, man. Free you. We putting it down. You know what I'm saying? I got Pop here with me. You feel me? So, Holmes P, man, like I say, man, we putting energy, good energy out here, man. We gonna keep it street, though.
Of course, got to.
We gonna keep it street.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna change. We ain't gonna go Hollywood, man. And we want everybody to shine, bro. Get they just due. You know what I'm saying? If any names I forgot, man, I know I want to say OG Gold too, man, because OG Goldmouth been doing his thing and Chino Marley been doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to cover the surface, man, and I hope they do the same thing for me if they was to get on their platform and shout my name out. You know what I mean?
True.
So I be trying to keep it all the way 1,000. When people see me, you know what I'm saying, it be handshakes, you know what I'm saying, and love, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
What time on the 27th?
they need to be there around like I want to say 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you know, PM. You know, come rock out, man. You know, Fiend want to know who got that fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out 504 Fiend, man. New Orleans, man. Alabama connection. You know what I'm saying? We trying to bridge the gap, man.
That's it. So where's the place?
Club Plush, Bessemer, Alabama, man. Y'all need to pay me for my promotion. I hope everybody look at it different this go round, man, with this interview right here. Like I said, it was well needed, man. I'm glad you invited me here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people really wanted to hear my voice. They wanted, you know, hear my perspective of how I feel about this state, the music, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we just been putting it down for so long. R.I.P. Miss Cat. You know what I'm saying?
Where on the social media can they find you?
Man, they can find me on YouTube. They can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I got a link tree. You know what I'm saying? That'll let everybody know where I'm at. They can find my music on Spotify.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tidal. You know what I'm saying? Mainly all music platforms. They need to be going to listen to my brother, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing a bid right now. OG Merc Heist. You know what I'm saying? They really need to get on bro music. He'll be home soon. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm carrying a legacy right here.
Does he have social media?
Yeah, at Merc Heist. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or you can type in Merc Camp, Google Merc Camp. You can Google Joe Barz. You can Google Merc Heist. You know what I'm saying? Gunzo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out big homie Butter, New York, for Woke and Wealthy. I don't know if you are familiar with him, but shout out to his movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we working, bro.
There you go.
You know, it's all together.
What about you? Where can we find you?
Man, Pop in the
back.
street. Yeah, Pop. Man, listen, man, Pop might throw some smoke down, and y'all are poof, and he out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I don't like crowds. Yeah. So if I can control the anxiety, I usually there about a quarter till.
Yeah.
That'll give me time enough to scope out the exit. I always find the place that's closest to the exit.
No doubt.
So I'm cool while but I'm in the corner.
Hey,
I'm gonna let you know where I am.
On P.
But don't think that you're gonna, because if you don't see me, my ass is gone because there's too many people. Man,
get what? You gonna be in the car with us, Holmes P. We gonna be gone together. You hear me?
I'll be ghost.
Yeah, we be ghosts.
And this year, if I say, "Where's Humes?" Those who know me said, gone.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I let you know that I'm here.
That's right.
I'm going to give you at least 10 minutes.
That's right.
I try to give you 15.
That's right.
It winds up being 5, but at least I showed up.
That's right.
So I understand. I understand. Man, I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate y'all. So, 27th, Flush in Bessemer.
Yes.
Between 9 and 10.
Yes.
I'm prepared to hear some good stuff.
Yeah. We're going to rock out to about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to go down, bro. And I'm glad you let me come on the platform, promote my due,
It's here.
and put it down.
It's here.
Smash Bros Radio, man.
Much love.
That's it. Appreciate y'all. Take care of yourselves. Know your value. Know your worth. Know that you do everything for yourselves. And I'll see you Friday. The live stream on the show. The live stream. The live stream. The live stream on the show.